After a busy opening round at Donington Park, which saw the team get their first ever podium in the Junior Saloon Car Championship, the Cursley Motorsport squad went to the challenging Cadwell Park circuit for the second round of the season. Here's what they got up to on the Friday test day ahead of the race weekend.
Starting this season, I didn't really know where I would be, but I wanted to be out the front, of course, so getting that result was quite nice, and obviously all the other races, getting the two P3s, and then that unlucky P4, but I'm still super proud of myself.
To sum it up, fun, I would say. I had a good time. Friday didn't go well, but apart from that, we got out there and we had some fun with it.
I'm looking to carry all of this momentum from Donington just to these rounds as well. I'm just building on it because obviously I'm not a fan of staying third. Obviously I want to be challenging at the front, so as long as we're all good with our feedback and we're just nice and clear, then I think we'll be at the front soon.
We're quite lucky to be racing, to be honest. Just about 2.5 weeks ago, probably had an injury to my leg in PE. There's not much you can do about that, just accidental. So just 3 days ago, I wasn't able to walk, and now I'm here driving the car, so it's a miracle, really. I mean, it gets up to some temperatures in there, and no, there's no power steering on these either, so it's a lot, yeah.
A bit of both. I think for the first few hours after it was done, I wanted just to break, and I was just sitting back and relaxing, but after that, I just kind of had that itch again.
So my name's Tom Justice. I have done a lot of karting, Club 100, and this year I'm doing the Junior Saloon Car Championship with Cursley Motorsport. I mean, I knew about the championship a few years ago from Harry Darby at MPH Motorsport, but I only really wanted to come to Cursley when Matthew came to this team, and of course he was one of my really good friends back then, and we went to watch a few of the races. The team invited us, so we knew this was the team we'd love to go to.
Rewarding, probably the biggest thing it's been. These guys have progressed so quickly over the last couple of years, and seeing the fruits of the labour and what they're getting out of it, it's been awesome. That's probably been the most enjoyable part.
Yeah, it's everything, really. Without him, you wouldn't know where to progress forward, and you can bring new ideas to drive in and also reinforce what we've already learned. So it's really mega to have him come along.
It helps me a lot, especially same with my teammates as well, because at the end of the day, if we didn't have these guys, then I wouldn't improve, I don't think. Unless I knew how to read data, then maybe I would. But just having these extra guys and how they're so kind and welcoming and just giving back good advice, that's what helps me.
Yeah, it's excellent. They've made such good progress in such a short amount of time. When we first got introduced to Matt, he was quite timid, and we've worked a lot on his sort of his feel and his confidence in the car. Over the off season, we did a lot of work as well with both these guys, but we did a lot of sim stuff with them remotely, and seeing the progress and the progression has been probably, what's the best way to put it? It's not been surprising as such, but I wouldn't say expected, but also I think that it's been down to the way that they've been working. They've both worked very hard, and anything that you go into like this where you only get out what you put in, essentially, and I've just been helping to guide them in terms of what they're meant to be focusing on to put the effort into to make good progress. So like you said, I do forget that they're both in there. So I guess like one in the first full season with Ben and second full season with Matt. They're showing a lot of maturity for the amount of track time that I've ended up having. So that's it's a compliment to the team as well, and the way that they've applied themselves, because this year particularly they really do feel like they're all pulling together, and it feels like a lot of a tighter operation now.
Yeah, he's a good laugh. I do think he is, well, obviously I've only had one driver coach, but I generally think he is one of the best, because he's just so kind and we bond so well, and I think as a driver coach and a driver you kind of need to have that bond to do well, in my eyes. But yeah, he's super good with how he reads data and everything, and obviously Will over there, but yeah, he's really good help.
Yeah, 100%. We're running 3 cars now on the Friday, So they've got a lot on the plate, but they've been really good getting the cars back out there, getting them fixed and keeping us happy.
I've got a great team around me, and I'm sure when I start racing they will be amazing with me and not push me too hard, not let me just keep making mistakes, and hopefully make me improve really quick.
It's been brilliant, and being a part of that has been special. It's been one of my favourite things that I've done in the last 4 or 5 years, has been working with these guys. Obviously started with Harvey initially when we did Saxos a few years ago, and seeing them kind of go from dipping their toes into the junior stuff to being seriously competitive in a short amount of time. Yeah, it's been unreal. It's been so much fun to be a part of. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's nice to see, and I just can't be more thankful enough for them, because honestly they are like the sweetest people in the world. Because obviously with my family we were never really into motorsport, so coming into JSCC we kind of needed like a family background kind of team, because the thing is we didn't know nothing. So especially last year with all of the stuff that we learned from obviously Harvey racing in the JSCC previously, it just kind of helped so much just to give us information about what we thought would work and what we thought didn't work. So yeah.
I'm just looking forward to the racing in general, because these cars are a lot bigger, a lot heavier, a lot probably more fun to race, a lot more skill involved as well. So I'm just excited to fully get involved.
Yeah. So with the testing that we've already done, we were looking really good. So if we can get this fixed, get back out, I think we should be good and on the pace really.
Yeah, it was nice to get our eyes in just before we came here, obviously, because this track is very different from all the others, in my eyes at least. So I think getting that test day was vital.
It's non-stop really. There's 2 straights that you really get a chance to breathe, and everything apart from that is tight, twisty, narrow. But when you get it right, it's awesome.
Overall, yeah, it's gone good. I think the first session I was lacking a bit because I just had a poor sleep, so I think my inputs were a bit all over the place. But in the second session, I think the adrenaline finally woke me up, and we were all good.
Getting any sort of feedback is important, and particularly being able to interpret that feedback into usable data that we can then feed to the drivers to then expand upon and progress with is awesome. Even now, the accessibility to having V-boxes and things like that, having that reference is brilliant. And now particularly as well, I mean, we've got Will as well, who's a very experienced data guy. We've worked together at Race Car Consultants as well with the Fiestas, and then he works in touring cars as well at the moment, so he's a very experienced guy. And especially this year, he's been invaluable in terms of interpreting what the car is bringing out from the V-box, from the GoPro footage and things like that, interpreting all that data, extrapolating that, and then working together to then feed that back to the drivers. That system has worked really well this year, and I think it's the first time that these guys, the Cursleys, have really had that kind of system happening as well. It feels nice to be able to bring that in from experience with, you know, Dave with Race Car Consultants and a few of the other championships that I work with, being able to bring that into the Saxo Juniors with these guys and seeing what the results have been of that is, I think it's you know, the results speak for themselves in that regard. Yeah.
I mean, the team's really friendly, the atmosphere's amazing. It's just a great team to be a part of, because there's no one like who is trying to annoy people or is trying to do stuff. It's just a really nice team, nice people, and the place I want to be.
Yep, lovely. Yeah. Just trying to kill me in an interview.